What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on Vincent Trocheck of the Saginaw Spirit, third-round pick of the Florida Panthers back in 2011. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native, played with fellow Pittsburgh native Brandon Saad last year in the OHL. Actually, two of the three last, 2011, 2010, 2011, 2012, up there, two Pittsburgh natives getting it done. He led the team in scoring last year, and this year's off to a real fast start with 20 points through 13 games, 9 goals, and 11 assists. So he's really having a great start to the year, and a guy that'll continue to put up points throughout the year. He had 85 points last year, like I said, to lead the team in scoring, and the year before they had 62 points in 68 games. So, really good offensive player. In terms of how he fits down the line, I project him to be, perfect third-line center. Not exact, maybe if he peaks, I think Patrice Bergeron, but I think realistically more of a Mike Fisher type. I know you're going to say Mike Fisher's a first-line center in Nashville, but, behind Huberdeau and Bukestad down the line, I can see him perfectly sliding into that third-line role and filling that role depthly, killing penalties. He's an energy player. You really cannot have enough of those guys. And I think he can be a 45-point-a-year guy on the third line that can give you, solid penalty killing minutes, block shots, give you the intangibles, and never quit hustling. And I think that's the best thing you can say of this kid is, he never quits. Never quits on a play, has the leadership, leads by example. And, you need that going forward. That's not an overrated intangible by any means. And I think, Western Pennsylvania's is producing more and more hockey prospects every year. I think he's going to be the next in line to fill, to represent that area. I think Western Pennsylvania and Southern California and I'd say Texas are one of the three largest in the last decade in terms of youth hockey players. Turning in a quality prospect. And like I said, he's just another one in that line. He's only 19 years old, turned 19 in July, won't be 20 until obviously next July. And he's, like I said, this is his fourth year in the OHL, so he's got plenty of that experience. I think next year, provided they're playing by next year, that's a different story. I think he'll definitely start the year in San Antonio, get his feet wet at the pro level, and then be with Florida sooner rather than later. He's that good of a player, and he plays a pro-style game. So many of these guys are great players and juniors, but don't understand the intangibles and the nuances of playing a 200-foot game, and then don't make it in the pros. And I think he has that ability, to be able to fit any role in a lineup, and versatility is key, especially with coaches like Deneen in Florida. And I think, like I said, he can fill that role down the line and be a great player for the Florida Panthers for many years. That's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect. Kind of got screwed last year on the not making the U.S. World Junior team because he was in majors. USA Hockey will not make that mistake again. Phil Housley will put him on the team. I can't see a kid with this kind of energy not being on the team. He's that good, and they could have used him last year when at times heart was lacking during that tournament. But that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Vincent Trocheck of the Saginaw Spirit and Florida Panthers prospects. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the lockout, off season, and beyond. Later, guys.